Hello everyone, can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me, but if you can hear me, can we get some ones in the chat? Anyways, thank you for joining me today. Happy New Year. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully soon we'll be able to get properly started. At the moment we are in Roblox, so feel free to join via the link at the top. You should be able to access that. Just click that and you'll be able to join us. We have got the stage just here. I'll be able to tell you more about that later though. Anyways, let's just wait for some more people and then, well, we've already got someone, which is good. Yeah, if we just wait for some people and then hopefully soon we'll be able to get properly started. Anyways, I hope you have a good New Year. Okay, so apparently I'm very quiet. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. I'll try and sort that out though. Let me know if it's any better. How about now? Can I be heard now? How's this? Am I quiet? Right, we'll try and sort out the audio issue as soon as possible. Yeah, let me know if I do get loud at some point. I haven't been live for a while, so please forgive me, and some of my setup is slightly new since I have last gone live. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Barely. Okay. I'm not sure how much better I can do than this, unfortunately. However, I will constantly try to get something. On here it just shows me that is the correct microphone and it's max volume. So, sorry about that. Yeah, anyways, we've got some people in the server. Is everyone watching the stream? Let's see if everyone's watching in here. But anyways, we are live now, and as you can see, we have got this amazing stage which was spent all morning building. It's quite cool. We've got tons of seating as well. Yeah, I really like the stage, and we do actually have a stage for you. Anyways, feel free to join. Once again, everything you need will be in the chat. It's pinned right at the top in the chat. As you can see here, here is a copy of the stream. You can see it just here in the chat. So, we will be starting very shortly. Thanks to Stormblade for helping build the stage and also set up some of the lighting as well. It's greatly appreciated. Anyways, yeah, I'm just dancing. Nice. We will get started very, very soon. But yeah. Anyways, I think it's ready to... I think we are ready. Storm, are you ready? Okay, so we're about to begin. We're just getting the final things all sorted and ready. And then before you know it, we will be starting. Anyways, I'm going to go back to the starting soon screen. I will sort a few more things out, and then we'll be back to you in less than 5 minutes.
Stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as you're getting away. There's no going back, and I'm loving the taste of where you go. I follow when I'm giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. We're not giving up, never hitting the brakes. There's no going back, and I'm loving the chase. I can hear my every heartbeat. I can feel the blood rush through my veins. You know. Somewhere in the distance, the sun's coming up. Everything is blurry, the trees flashing by my side. We're far ahead. The horizon never seems so close. The sky is red. We're not out of the woods yet, you know. Don't stop. In your eyes, I see a fire lighting up as we're getting away. There's no going back.
Okay, so we are back. We will be starting. Right, I've got a few questions in game. Yeah, I can see everyone's chats. Okay. I think it's time to get started. Right, there we go. We've got Storm soon to be going off. Ready. Yeah. I hope you enjoy our performance. Let's go. Okay. Time for the New Year's ceremony, as I'm going to call it. As you can see, we have some seats here. We've got a few people in the game. Hope you enjoy the show. Okay. Just waiting for the go-ahead from Stormblade, and then we will see. I'm ready when he is, and hopefully we'll start soon. This show includes fire and Well, yeah, both fire and fireworks actually, which shows don't normally include. Oh, he's back on stage. Have we got an error or something? Dunno. I hope that's an okay look for you guys. I'll only find out when it plays back to me in about 30 seconds or so. But we should be ready. Storm's come back out. Okay. Not sure what's happening at the moment. Has someone else joined? Yeah, we've got someone else who's joined now in game. Hello, welcome if you're in the game. Okay, so we're trying to get people here as soon as possible, but people just keep arriving. Very soon. Well, I hope you like the stage. We've done quite a lot with it. But yeah, so we've got some more people here. Hello. Hope you enjoy the show. And now, let's get started. There we go, free cam. That should be a good view. Why is he back on stage? I'm ready when you are. Okay. I've been ready for the past 15 minutes. Anyway, let's go. Right, there we go. The logo's lit up. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining our live stream, and I hope you have a great 2026. So, very shortly, we will have our fireworks show. Let's go. Hope you enjoy. It's definitely not the longest of shows, however, it does the job. Yeah, I'm hoping the people who have joined have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And anyways, it's time to start touring parks and making coasters. So hopefully this bit will be a bit quicker paced, as we did seem to be waiting for ages for that ceremony to start. But anyways, have fun. let's go. I wonder what I'm going to make. If you have got any suggestions to what you would like me to make, let me know down in chat. But I'm probably going to start off by making a Top Thrill 2 inspired top hat, as the Switch track has just come out, which is quite cool actually. We haven't seen Switch tracks in the game before, so it will be nice to have some Switch tracks. For the coaster model, I think we should go for the hydraulic coaster. Yeah, hydraulic launch. This coaster tends to take quite a long time to make properly because of like its speeds and stuff, and the way it works is quite complicated. What we're going to want to do though is it's probably easiest to do this. If I place this like that, and then this piece here is going to be our Switch track piece. So I'm hoping that here we can add a Switch track. Too short. Try that. Too sharp. Okay, so this piece is now affecting us. This is what I mean. It's a bit of like a multiple time process. You got to keep trying different things to get it to work, but that's just in the fun of it, really. So I'm going to bring it this way, snap to grid, and then merging it there. Too sharp again. What does it mean by too sharp? Does it mean it's like twisting too much? It might be. So if we do this quickly now, and then make a Switch track here. I haven't had this issue in the past, so I'm figuring this out live. So if it is a bit boring, I heavily apologise. Right, you know, I'm just going to remake this because it's very annoying. Normally in a video, if I were to do something like this, I would speed things up, but obviously as we are live right now, I'm unable to do so. This has let me build it, not like as it is before, so I am slightly confused why it's doing that. Switch track is too sharp. If I do that, if I build a straight one, yeah, this is very confusing. I'm not sure why this isn't doing anything. Normally this bit here would be a Switch track. I've pre-made a version. I'll show that to you instead. I might not have saved, yeah, I haven't saved it as a blueprint. That is quite annoying. Anyways, let's not do that then. Should we try and do some recreations? I'm going to try and recreate the layout of... What's an interesting coaster to make the layout for? I was thinking Mandrill Mayhem, as that is a launched wing shuttle, a launch shuttle wing coaster. So we'll try that. If we just place a station randomly here. And I've placed it around the wrong way. Another great start. This stream really is going well today. It's the new year. Everyone's tired, you know. Okay, let's go. No, it was the right way. We don't seem to be getting anywhere in this. Right, okay. If we start by making the inversion, and then we'll go through the other end of the layout to make the spike, and then we'll complete this main bit of the layout. So maybe something like this. I don't know if that's too much heartline because it is a wing coaster, so I'm not sure how that will react to it. That looks about right for the inversion. Oh, we might be running out of space here. Okay, right, I need to do some adjusting then. There, and then it banks back to the left. Like that. We'll try that, and then hopefully that will be somewhat smooth and okay. I do hope you can hear me. If you can't, feel free to just say so in chat. I will be looking at it. Not so much the Roblox chat though, so if you do have anything to say and you are in that chat, then maybe say it in the YouTube one. You know what, yeah, I'll just build the rest of the layout here and then build the spike last. But we're now just building the huge helix, which would be around the Jaguar Shrine, which I'm not going to be building for probably quite obvious reasons. Okay. We are nearly done. We try this and do something like that. That looks about right. Normally the Jaguar would be in the middle, so you wouldn't see this section here. But yeah. Oh, there we go, lovely daylight. That really does help. Thank you, Stormlight. And then we've got some boosters here. And then obviously I will change the colours to this after, and then depending on the time, as I do have to cut this off around 5 o'clock, well, around 5:30 latest, really, we might hop on to Planet Coaster 2 and do a bit of creating things on it. I'm not too sure yet, really. We'll probably just make it up as I go along. Okay. So here is the spike, just going in now. Well, that's pretty realistic. The spike would normally be here in real life, but we are cutting it very close to the edge. Yeah. So the launch is, well, yeah, the launch and the boost power is not going to need to be the max because it does go forwards, backwards, etc. This is actually going to have to be done custom, so it is going to take quite long. So you're going to leave the station, set station mode, boost backwards, set booster mode, boost backwards, add wait for, train switches direction close to the track's end, then booster mode, boost forwards, station mode, also boost forwards, wait for train switches direction, set booster mode, boost, set booster mode off, and then no, because the boosters are on, so boost both directions, as I'm not sure which way it would be going. I've only just realised you can't see half of this, but you get the idea. Set station mode, brake both directions, wait for train exits the station, set booster mode, brake both directions. Or what would happen if I press brake to halt and then reverse, because that's what it does in the real ride. 7 rows. Let's see what this is like then. Colours. lovely green track. Like brown supports. I'm not going to do the train colour. Actually, yeah, I might. I'll just make it like a brown though, because it is normally the huge monkey or mandrill. I'll just colour it all brown. There we go, it's close enough. It's the ride which actually matters. Prepare for this to go completely wrong. Yeah. There we go, we've gone off the edge. If I make the boost power 25%, which is the lowest it can go, but then I'm not sure if we'll make it through however much of the layout. The brave it backwards, unfortunately, isn't possible either. But there we go. Yeah, this definitely feels way too slow. Yeah, way too slow. So I'll make the boost power more. But what's the rest of the layout like? Let's just have a look at that then. That's not good. So the rest of the layout's taking too smoothly, and then the spike, it goes up too high. So I'm probably going to have to add brakes down here. And then that would probably be the best thing to do in this current scenario. We'll see what happens though when it goes backwards. Or will we make it over? Just. Okay, so this will be what it's like then. Okay, that's a problem. You get to the end and it explodes. If we change that then. What happens if it's just that? Make it possibly 35. Hopefully we don't go, oh, I need to add the brakes. What's that like then? Okay, 35 is good. What? How does it make it over the inversion? It seems a bit quick, and then I'm assuming it's going to go off of the spike. Yep. I don't know why the trains crash like that. It's unrealistic. If I make it 30% then. Now we're going to want the brakes to be down here. Okay. Brake power. I don't know if that's going to be too much or too little. But anyways, that's right. Ignore the fact we're going under the ground. Okay, good speed. I'm actually going to go into third person for this. It goes up too much, but I mean, sometimes it does actually go quite high up, depending on things, really. Not too sure what it can depend on. Possibly, like, sometimes the boosters do a bit more than other times. I don't know. Right. Hopefully we're going to make it up here. No, we're not. How does this act then? Because Mandrill Mayhem does actually roll back sometimes in valleys here. Yeah, no, unfortunately that's not a good creation. But once again, and this time I definitely do have an accurate version. Just here, it's slightly smaller as well. But this one's way more accurate and it works. So let's try that. It's weirdly difficult to build on stream. Oh, that looked... Yeah, okay, maybe it's not that much more accurate. Considering the ride definitely does not do that at the start of the station. However, the pacings are pretty much correct. Where does it make it up here? About the same place. That's good. Now I roll them back. There we go. And then you go over slowly, as you do in real life. And then you speed up quite a bit. And then go into the station. So that one is pretty accurate. However, I've definitely seen more accurate creations of things. In fact, looking back at that now, it is actually quite terrible. If I'm completely honest. Have I got any dive coasters that I've made? Yeah, is that a good one? I don't know, this might be one which, like, doesn't work. Looks like it's got a good drop, though. What other blueprints have I got randomly? This layout's actually quite good, if I remember correctly. Where'd it be? So down there. That's very unusually profiled. All of these have made like over a year ago, so I have improved. Okay. Nice heartline roll out the station on that one. Airtime hill, top part. This layout doesn't seem too bad. You know what? I'm going to place this down and we can try it. Anything could happen with this. However, I have listed it as a blueprint, so it can't be that bad. but by the looks of some of the elements, it doesn't look like the greatest coaster I've created. If I do this, can I get up there? This is the biggest challenge, getting onto the rides. No. There we go. How many trains does it run? 2 trains on 3 cars. That is not good capacity. But we'll see. We'll ride this twice. One like this and then one where you're spinning. But here's the actual layout. And you just make it over there. Immelman. Nice. Oh, you got a stool there. Wave turn. That'd be quite crazy actually while you're spinning. And then above the station you go into the brakes. Quite a nice coaster actually. Let's go front row for this next one. And then we'll ride it while it's spinning, so we'll see if it makes a difference. I'm just watching the coaster go around in the distance there. Can I do shift cam on it? No, it glitches out, unfortunately. Okay, let's ride it while it spins then. This will be interesting. Oh, okay. I'm hoping it's not as painful as Spinball Wizard in real life, but these Mac models tend to be quite good. And it's night time. Okay. Can't really tell what's happening, but okay, this is interesting. I mean, it's a bit whippy. I don't even know if you'd say whippy. It's more snappy. And then you look over. Yeah. It's not the worst layout I've seen. Certainly not the best. But who knows? It was alright. Have I got any other? Oh, there's a Hyperia creation. I made this like in probably May 2024. So when it opened, I made it when it opened roughly, and it's not deciding to load anymore. Yeah, there we go. So I'm not sure how accurate or inaccurate this will be, but there's only one way to find out. And is that okay there? Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's get a ride on Hyperia. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. We are so close to 400 subscribers. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Hyperia, front row, Roblox POV. I've tried to make this as accurate as possible to the real life thing. I'm not sure how much I've succeeded, because I haven't ridden it yet, but I'm hoping I've done an alright job with it. Looking forward to next season. I wonder if the beach plans, because they were planning to make half the beach slightly different. Yeah, anyways, you got the drop there into the Immelman. I think this is slightly shorter than it is in real life here. So, yeah. Other than that, it's pretty accurate. You get hang time on the stool, that's good. That's whippy as in real life. And there we go over. The pacing was actually quite good. I didn't think it was that bad, but I suppose I made it, so yeah. Anyways, I wonder if I can catch up to this next train. I've just jumped off. That was slightly strange. We'll catch it at the bottom of the drop, hopefully. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it's a bit high up. I can't get there. No. Okay. But yeah. There's the coaster going over. This isn't too accurate there, unfortunately. However, you can only do so much in Theme Park Tycoon 2. It is quite a good game though, to be fair. Have I built any SLCs? It doesn't matter if they're rough, because they are rough in real life. I have. Let's try this out then. See how rough it is. See how realistic it might be. Oh. I've put a heartline roll right at the end. The pacing better be good, and it's got a ridiculously long brake run. These trains, though, look amazing for it. But, okay. We are front row. You're getting a front row view. This is quite a high capacity ride, actually. Which I suppose is positive. But, okay, let's try this out then. It's quite a nice colour scheme. There you go, there's a stage there from earlier. After this, we are going to go around and see Stormblades Park. There we go, all quite slow there. Pacing could be quicker. Also looks like there's a queue to get into the station, which isn't positive. Right, we've got a Nemesis Inferno inspired section there with the interlocking corkscrews. Mid-course brake run really slows you down, actually, that. Bit too much. And then heartline roll. Yeah, there are a lot of trains on this. Too many trains. It can't really run as many trains as it is running. Well, I mean, you can see we are stuck here. There are 2 trains in front of us and 1 in the station, so technically 3 trains in front of us that we are now waiting for. As you can see, it comes around there. That is very slow. And then it picks up a weird amount of pace. And has got some nice whip there on the corkscrew, so I'm not complaining about those. However, those turns surrounding them are definitely not great. We'll see if I've got any others just after we've toured Storms Park. But let's head over and we'll see. I've just messaged him saying that I will see their parks. Oh, I've got jump now and walking speed. Okay, that's actually quite useful. A park that I was planning to make is SeaWorld Great Britain, because I think that would be quite cool in real life. It's just a shame the in-game cars are so bad looking. If they were looking better, then I might make like a whole car park and stuff. But I'm not too sure. Okay, whose coast is this? Storms. Okay. Here he is, he's dancing. We've got a motorbike coaster. That's good. Right, let's go. The trains on this as well are brilliant. You've got the back restraints which actually go down. Unfortunately, I've never been on one of these coasters, but I'm on one now. The layout doesn't look too bad, however, the banking, such as here, isn't great. Although, I mean, at least he has done banking, and yeah, to be fair, it's not that bad of a layout. It could do with a few smoothing changes here and there, and by the looks of it, we are nearing the end of the layout, so it could also be a bit longer, as motorbike rides tend to be quite long. Especially that last section there was quite rough. Other than that, it's a good coaster. I'm probably gonna get a back row ride now and see if there is any whip or anything. He's just closed it. One more time. Question mark. Welcome to my coaster that I made in under 10 minutes. Okay, so there wasn't that much time spent on the coaster. In 10 minutes, it's not that bad actually. But yeah, we're going to see if there's any whip here, which isn't good. That's good. Okay, there's quite a lot of vertical G's. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of whip there. Let me go up. You get some good air time on those. Pulls quite a lot of laterals. That's more of an ejector airtime hill there. Quite good. I think this bit should be banked a bit more, and it is quite rough. So maybe in the future you could possibly use... Oh, yeah, you don't have disabled collisions. That's probably why then. But yeah, disabled collisions really does help. Oh wow, we've got 6 people watching. Hello to everyone watching the stream. Let me know how your day's been, or how your day is, or how your day will be, hopefully down below. We're currently doing a bit of gaming. And fairly soon I might swap over to Planet Coaster 2. Now I think we should make maybe like a Tutatis or Pantheon inspired coaster. We use this track type. And we build our brake run. Just here. I haven't actually spoken about it yet on my channel, but Falcon's Flight looks absolutely incredible. So if anyone's going there to Six Flags Qiddiya, let me know how it is. Like, drop me a message on Discord or something. I'll most likely reply if I see your message. But yeah, it looks amazing. Hopefully one day I'll be able to go. But for now I'm stuck in the UK. If we colour the ride, we'll make it like a reddy brown kind of colour, I reckon. Kind of like the one seen on Pantheon, Tutatis, etc. And those. He says, enjoy the pain. I take it he knows what it's like to be building a coaster in the dark. It is terrible. As you'll probably see by the layout, especially this part, it is heavily inspired by the two coasters I have mentioned. But they are good coasters. Hopefully I'll be able to go at some point. Not sure when though. Probably not in the foreseeable, unfortunately. But yeah, if we go to 180 degrees, there we go, we are upside down. Make that a bit of a stool. And then bring that back down. Whey, thank you. We've got daylight. And then we'll just start doing all sorts of like weird outer banks and stuff. Possibly like a wave turn kind of thing now. It is crazy how coasters have like evolved from things like Colossus and stuff where it's only positive vertical G's and uncomfortable over shoulder restraints to things like this where you can do pretty much anything with them and they are a lap bar. And if any of you are wondering, which quite a lot of people tend to like not believe and argue about, is lap bars being more unsafe than over shoulder restraints. They're not. Because mainly with, like, if you think about it, mainly with an over shoulder restraint, the only part touching you is the bit which goes on your lap. The bit on your shoulder doesn't really tend to touch your shoulders that much. So it is like, it just makes the ride, yeah, I suppose, yeah, it just makes the rider feel more safe. But it also can lead to making the ride uncomfortable. But yeah, anyways, it's going well so far. 2 seconds. Okay, so now we'll probably do an airtime hill, and hopefully, unlike last time, I've got more luck with the switch tracks, because that was quite funny beforehand how it wasn't working. If you do know what I was doing wrong, please let me know. Where's the spike gonna be? We need to have a good location for the spike. maybe like through there. So like here. Sorry about that. Well, it doesn't like pivot offset, does it? No. Okay. Wait, I've got. Oh, okay, I've got a switch track. And then we have a bit more. Just here. And then we will see. Hopefully this is good. Ideally it's going to be smooth. If it's not smooth, then I won't be completely happy with it. You know what? That's quite a funky top hat design, and it will give you a bit of airtime while you're going up it. There we go. Now we've just got to get down smoothly, and then I'll build the spike, and then we will test it to see if it gets over. I always struggle building layouts after this point, because then it's like you've just got to build a bunch of stuff to try and kill its speed. Okay, so if we go over here, there we go, so the switch track is in. We have a little bit of extra boosters there. And then shall we make the spike beyond vertical? If we make it ever so slightly beyond vertical like that. Let's test this. This may not work. You know, I'm not sure if the train's mass affects things, but in case it does, I'm just going to quickly change the train length to how it will be. Right, let's try this then. Hopefully we don't make it over, don't make it up and off, and then make it over. But if not, I've got the Game Pass, so we should be able to do some fixes. This pacing's absolutely perfect. That's lucky. And then the track switches. We don't make it over. All good so far. Up the spine. So far it's absolutely perfect. Now I've just got to hope it doesn't go over with ridiculous speed. In which it does. That's quite annoying. It will only gain the extra speed from these boosters here. So if we remove these, I kind of want to add another airtime hill here now, but I don't think we've got the space in the park. We get a nice back row ride. Okay. Nice bit of airtime there, Outer Bank. Wow, we've still got 6 people watching. Hello to those 6 people. Feel free to speak in chat. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Right, it's slightly more survivable, however, there is still a lot of improvement. If I make the top of this breaks, I don't know if that would still make it bad. Yeah, anyways, fairly shortly I will have to go, as I'm going to a event. It's going to be Wizzly Glow. There's going to be lots of like Christmas lights and stuff. That's going to be quite cool. There might be a video out on that soon. Depends if I decide to film. It might just be some pictures and stuff. I'm not too sure. But we will see. But you can expect that in the next few days, probably in the new year. Then later on today, I'll also make a Happy New Year video. Yeah, feel free to message me on Discord at any time. I'll be available throughout the day. I suppose throughout the evening now. Right. It's alright, kind of. Not really. If we add a few breaks down here. We'll try this. If it works, then brilliant. You might see a video on me finishing it. Probably not though. But I just wanted to show how the switch tracks work. They are very cool. It is great how we do have switch tracks in the game now. There are bars which go under, but unfortunately the game doesn't automatically place them above ground level, so those ones are under the ground, so we need to dig them out. But yeah, let's see how this coaster is then. You do get a nice view from a spike. Yeah, I suppose that's good enough. Yeah. Wasn't too bad. Let's get back in here. Cue the fireworks. Let's head back on stage where we started the stream. And anyways, thank you for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the beginning. And I'll try and get my mic fixed for my next live stream. Yeah, anyways, thanks again, and hopefully I'll see you in the new year. Thank you very much.